Finally now, before Mzee atumalizie, I'd like to ask my younger brother, Mabende Enokewa Asemboka, Bwana Dr. Otiende, who is a member of parliament for Rarieda, a very, very capable legislator, a true friend who has been with me at every dark hour. Thank you, my brother, and I'm proud to call you my member of parliament.
Your Grace, Bishop Professor David Kodia, and the entire clergy, the family of the Odios, now led by Mama Rispa and Waziri, and your dear wife, Rarieda te giwelo mobiro Nyasaye ber, sechete, erokamano, wan gi yawa mang'eny mok winj dhowa ni, to nitie jo mang'eny gik mwawacho kae gimiluongo ni Facebook, koro bro yiena abro wuoyo gi Kisungu nikech sa, to abro medo matin gi dholuo. Uyiena? Erokamano. First is to give the singular apology of the Right Honorable Prime Minister Raila Odinga. The Right Honorable Prime Minister Raila Odinga was to be here and would have been here and would have loved to be here. But he is on a trip that is unavoidable, a trip that we first planned before Corona struck in March of 2020. That trip has been postponed 7 times, and that trip involves people from Mount Kenya, some from the diaspora. And this time it was planned 7 months back, and therefore he tried to see if it could be adjusted, but it became unavoidable. And he spoke to my brother severally, Waziri Tuju'S, and asked that I convey his singular condolences. Ukao. Kamano. I also bear the condolences. Kamano. First is to give the singular apology of the Right Honorable Prime Minister Raila Odinga. The Right Honorable Prime Minister Raila Odinga was to be here and would have been here and would have loved to be here. But he is on a trip that is unavoidable, a trip that we first planned before Corona struck in March of 2020. That trip has been postponed 7 times, and that trip involves people from Mount Kenya, some from the diaspora. And this time it was planned 7 months back, and therefore he tried to see if it could be adjusted, but it became unavoidable. And he spoke to my brother severally, Waziri Tuju'S, and asked that I convey his singular condolences. Ukao. Erokamano. I also bear the condolences of the Siaya Senator, Senior Counsel James Orengo. I also bear the condolences of the MP for Bondo, Dr. Gideon Ochanda. And I bear the condolences of over 30 members of parliament from this Luo region, all of whom would have wanted to be here, but they are all in Nyeri. Kwa jumla, ukao. Secondly, as we condole with the family, much has been said, and I think Waziri Tuju'S said everything. There is nothing much more to say. In my summary and take, reading the eulogy and hearing the speeches, my take home are 3 words. Humble, hardworking, and loving. So humble that those who met her, did not know even at that time that she was the mother of the then Rarieda Member of Parliament. And even after that, as a minister, you would never have known that she was the mother of a minister unless you were told. So hardworking that even with all the money, she still chose to be able to do her own things, including weeding and the hard work. But so loving that she did not only take orphans, but she knew how to live with others, including Nyeke. Hello? I thank her. Thirdly, let me thank Waziri Tuju, even as we are condoling with you and the entire family. This family has had a series of tragedies. Not long ago in 2019, when we were burying Kefa right here on these grounds, thereafter, Raphael had a very bad accident. And many people feared that we would not see him again. But the Lord works in mysterious ways. When we went to see him, we told him that if you look at the wreckage of that car, you would swear no one could have come out of it alive. But he's here, alive. So as we condole for those departed, let us also thank Lord for the life of those who are still with us. Pam Negiuru. And Raphael, I think we owe you an apology. You are sometimes the most misunderstood person. I remember when we were here during Kefa's burial, and you chose your words very carefully. You did not talk politics. Some of us spoke politics. But the next day, the paper screamed that you had said that you would not support the deputy president. Things you did not say. But I think you are used to being misunderstood. Because even as in Rarieda, we misunderstood you. Adir gozo kadir. You did what you could as our predecessor. You did the roads. You did the water. You started the schools. But when the time came, hello? Rarieda bedeo. Rarieda bedeo. We owe you that apology. But now, as Rosa said, you can never foretell the future. For all the castigation that we had, and we have always walked different paths with Raphael, but cordial. Just as he said, in politics, you can choose a different path, but do not be violent, do not use bad language, because you never know when you'll come back together. From the year 2004, that is 17 years back, we walked different paths with Raphael. When we came to the referendum in 2005, we were on opposite sides. In 2007, we were 4 candidates. He was on one side. Engineer Nicholas Gumbo, who then used to have a nickname, Jabuto Titcha, was on one side. Owiti Malumalu was on that side. Otiende Amollo was then called .com. We were on that side. And even after that, 2013, 2017, till now, who knew that a time will come when Raphael Tuju is the bridge for us to get to where we want to go to? That's why we say that hold on there. Shikilia. Omakozo kikomak. Omakozo kikomak. Because now, I can tell you some of the things we cannot say here. But all I can tell you, that if Honorable Tarus has come all the way in Niloret to tell you here in Dori, that the next president of the Republic of Kenya is Baba. Kozo Kaman. If Ndugu Francis Atwoli has come all the way from Western, and you know in Western they already have 5 candidates, but he has said that in his considered opinion, the next president of the Republic of Kenya is who? If none other than the person we have competed against, the person against whom I sued in the Supreme Court, and argued and won against, the president of the Republic of Kenya, has said that he has looked around. Hello? And the 5th president of the Republic of Kenya in Ngawa, Tukiro into unhukahu, mapodi medogi kiawa. I want to say this shortly as I finish. When recently we were burying Bishop Mwaya Biero, and Professor Kodia was there, I spoke in 2 seconds, and I said 3 things. Let me say it in Luo. Nijo dalawa, watimrugi mokadik. Wakau kura, wakungdowa, waser wagunda. Hello? Kura podika onyakasani, kikngato weni kura no lor. Mikele gwengchema kuro gigolo. To sani diati kau kura kalandini. Wakungdowa, nikechete muku wa wuoyo ga ahinya. Wakungdowa nyaka wadonj kacha kuro kagik midwa wachogo, ibingoggi. gisani to kikelgi. To waser wagunda, jawang yu maduong eser wagunda en Rafael Tuju. Hello? Waser kozo kikwaser. To sama wasero no to kikwa wuondre. Let us not lie to ourselves. You cannot have a general without soldiers. When Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta made his tab to the president in 2013, and there were various parties that were supporting, they resolved to wind up all those things and form what is called Jubilee. Why did they do that? Because you must consolidate power. You don't just get it, you consolidate it. If you don't consolidate it, ask Professor Kivuta Kibwana. When he entered in 2013, and he was elected governor, but the MCAs were elected on a different party. They made his life so difficult that he offered to resign at one time. Hello? He said, dissolve this government. What saved it was President Uhuru Kenyatta refused to dissolve the Makueni government. He learned his lesson. Come the next election in 2017, he told the people of Makueni, if you still want me to be your governor, then give me foot soldiers that I can work with. In other words, what am I saying? Hello? East Asembo. Ngamabro donje nja East Asembo. Judy Patela Mosi. And Judy has lost her father, Walemone. West Asembo. Ngamadonje West Asembo. Siaya. Ngamadonje ja Siaya. But let me tell you, hello? If you make the mistake of electing a governor in Siaya, but you do not give them the MCAs to work with, that governor will be impeached within 1 week. Uwinja kozo kuwinja. If you make the mistake of electing Raila president, but you do not give him the foot soldiers to work with, Raila will be impeached as president within 1 week. Koro manu konyigango. Hello? In other words, we are electing Raila as the 5th president of the Republic of Kenya on ODM. And all the foot soldiers must be ODM. Atieko, Zero Command.
Aya. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.